Okay, now let's say you have received the message like this. Okay, let's say I don't need this bracket, so I'm going to remove these two brackets from the beginning and at the end. Right. Now, this is how I have the values now, all in one cell, right? Now, what to do? Now, I don't need it something like this. I need it in the, let's say, column B. Right now, if you get this kind of set, what you do or how you put one after the other. Like you don't need to put it like this in columns, right? You need to do it in rows. So let's go to the data tab and then find out text to columns. Okay. Find out the text to columns. Right. Once you open it, right now it says we have two options. We have delimited or fixed width. Right. So you can see there is a common thing for each value or each name, there is a comma separated names, right? Comma separated names, right? So I'm going to select delimited, right? Now, next, you will see the preview of data as well. Then you will see what are the delimiters we have used, right? Now I have only used the comma. Even if you want, you can do it using comma and the space likewise, right? See, if you put command space both, like Jane, John would be one thing, and Doe would be one thing, Jane would be one thing, Smith would be one thing, likewise. But if you remove the space, John Doe is one, Jane Smith, Michael Johnson, Emily Davis, right now those are different. Click next. Right, column data format, like you can leave it as a text or general. Right, normally you can leave it as general because we have text here, and then click finish. Right, now we have one cell contains one value. Right, now my question is, still this is not the way that I want. But we have learned something in the last week, right? If you have something like this, how could you put into one row after the other likewise? Think and tell me. I'll give you 2 minutes right now. Easy way. I have names separated, right? In 10 different cells, but I want to put not like this, one cell after the other one from in a one column. Right. How can I do it? I'll give you 1 or 2 minutes. Think and tell me how to do this. We have done this already. You know this already. Right now, this is how we had the data. So we copy the data and we get the transpose, paste as transpose, right? And then we get rid of this. Now the problem is right now you can see except the first one, every other cell has space in front because in the given one like the we had comma separated values, then comma separated values. So initially this was the content that you can see here. We had spaces here. Those spaces has right now made this thing now. Okay, now what to do? Right now I want to get rid of the spaces. Any idea? If you want to get rid of that, how can you do that? Let's say in Excel, there are text related functions. Right now, There are formulas, multiple, like there are multiple functions available. So under that, there are, now these are text, right? Text related. So I'm gonna go by this text right now. You can see here, there are plenty of functions right now. If I just go through, I feel like there's something called trim that might do right now. Then what it says, it removes all spaces from a text string except for single spaces between word. Right now, in order to try out this, right now, let's keep some spaces here, like this. Okay, now, and David, all right, okay, and Davis, we have something like this. Then let's try to use that function. Equal, that was trim. Even it says here, remove a space from a test spaces from a text string except for single spaces between words. Trim, select this. Right. Let's try out. Okay. First done as nothing. Right. Let's drag this and see. Okay, this is also good. So we can just copy down. Right. Now you can see here, except the single space right now, we have kept multiple spaces here. Right now, even though you can see here, we had like this, but it removes the unnecessary spaces. Right now, we are done with that. Now we have learned one function called trim. In Excel, text function called trim we have learned right now. Okay, try out that quickly. Now you know that you don't have to drag this, okay? If you want to copy down this, you would have done something like this easily. Mhm. Wow.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah,
If you don't mind, can you show how you put all of the names in one column again?
you want me to show what? All columns in?
How you put like those names into one column?
Okay, I'll repeat again. Just a minute. Right. Now, this is what I gave you. Then we select this. This is all the data in one cell, right? See? Right now, let me remove this one as well. Right. So you go to data and then you go to text columns and then you select delimited, next, comma, finish, finish. Right. Now we have like this. Then we copy this, we paste it, we copy, and here we're going to paste it. Right now we're going to use the paste options, paste special, and then we're going to select the transpose. Now we are done with this. Now we don't need this anymore because we have copied all it. Now the problem is now we have some spaces left in front of the names. So in order to get rid of those, we can use the function trim and we are done. Right now you can copy the function down the column. So we have clean set of values right now. We can get rid of this as well. But if you delete it, right now we have problem. Why? Because this cell refers to this column, this one. So if you want to get rid of this, like if you want to delete this, and so you can copy this, and then again you can right click and paste only values. Now you have pasted only values. So deleting that cell won't affect anything. Okay, try out quickly.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Is now when you click on any cell right now, you can see that whatever the values, the cell you have clicked. Okay, do we have values on those cells?
No,
Ramesh, in the J4 cell, do we have any value? Yes
N-
or no?
no, sir.
No. That means what?
There's no value.
That you have only copied the entire sentence, entire thing into a cell. Then only in the H4 cell, click on H4 cell. Right. Only in H4 cell you have all the values, right? Therefore, now if you just remove the 5, 6, 7 rows, clear those 5, 6, 7, then we don't need this rows. Yeah. Just press delete. Okay, done. Right now we have the values. We can see from starting from column H to column V. But if you actually click on H4 cell, right, H4 cell, you can see all the values in there. That means what? We have copied and pasted the values only to the H4 cell. The values are only in the H4 cell. Right. So this is not what we want actually. We wanted to like insert those names right now. This is a practical scenario where you take a copy of some names from a Word file or maybe anything, anywhere, and then now we wanted to paste it into one after the other in a table. So now, first I want to separate these values. This is a one text string now, one string. H4 cell has one word or some text, let's say, separated by commas. So I need to separate it. So go to another cell. Okay, sorry. Click on H4 cell. My bad. Click on H4 cell, H4, and go to text columns. Under the data tab, you have text columns. Right. Text columns. Click on, yeah. Oh, you're already in data tab. Yes. Text columns. Right. Now, then you are going to convert the text to columns. Right now, how are you going to convert? How are you going to separate? We're going to separate based on the comma. So delimited. Right. Click on the first option. Yes. Click next. Right. Now, what is the delimiter you have used in this text? Comma.
Comma.
Not the tab, comma. Remove the tab. Yes, select comma. Right, now you can see how the data has been previewed in the bottom. Right, and then select next. Right, now the data format is general, right? You can leave even if you want, you can select text, nothing to worry. Click finish. Right, now select H4 cell. Right, now we have only John Doe in H4 cell. I4 cell we have a different name. J4 cell we have a different name. Likewise. Now, since we have put the brackets as well, now no need of the brackets. No, either you can remove it now or later on you can remove. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Now copy the columns. Yes, the cell range. Yes. Right. Not the R. We don't have value in R up to Q. It doesn't matter actually. Right. And copy. Okay. Right click where you want to paste it and paste specials. All right. No, it did not copy. No. Right now, just click somewhere else. Press Control C. Okay. Copy. Okay, right now click on somewhere. Uh-huh. Now paste special. Yes, click on the drop. Yes, now you can select transpose. Click OK. Yes, that's how you get the things done. Is
Yes.
that clear? Now the
Yeah.
problem here we had was what? Because in the original text that we have copied, after the comma we had spaces before the next name. So now we are having name spaces in between, right? So at the beginning of the name, we have spaces right now. Then we need to remove the unnecessary white spaces, right? Okay, from the if you before you want to try that, you can leave some spaces right now. Click on that cell and then remove the first bracket. You don't need the first bracket, no? Right? And then remove that. Right now, leave some spaces at the beginning. And as the way you want, like now you can try out now. Now this
Yeah.
is we are done the first task now. Leave some spaces and center middle in between the two paragraphs as well. The two words, David and multiple spaces likewise then, just to try out this. Yes, very good. Now okay. Now this is how we have the names now. But now since we can't use these names like this, right? For anything. So we need to we need to clear this out. We need to format the text. Right now, what we need to do is clear a set of text without those spaces. Right? We need to have like remove these spaces, right? How can we remove? For that, we're going to use a function in Excel, which is a trim function. Then wherever you want to copy these values, then you can put a space and select another cell, any other column, right? Select another any other place. Okay. Right from there, let's say type equal sign trim. Right, then double click on the trim function. Yes, now select the particular cell. Yes, close the bracket and press enter. Right, now likewise you can drag down. If you have thousands of records, you can't drag down, just double click. Once you can, yes, right. Now we have the names. Right, now again, now we are, let's say now we have done this. Right, now you want to copy the names now and then paste it in the table, but you don't need now duplicate names are there now. But if you delete the column H, what will happen now? If you delete the column H, what will happen to the data that you have just formatted? Delete it.
That's all. That also deleted.
Control Z again to undo. Right now, go to the formatted text and copy the formatted text. Right. Only one cell right now, even though it shows in two columns, right? You have only in one column.
Mhm.
Right now, the you can see in J. Do we have values in column K?
No.
Right. Only that we have. Yes. Now copy. Right, again from the same place you can place. Same place if you want, you can place. And values only. Right. Now you can remove the now even if you can remove both H and yes, those values you can remove. Yeah. Because right, we have taken a copy of the values. No references at all. Right now, very simple task we have done now, right, which will be helpful for you guys like in day-to-day work. Right now, okay, now again, shall I take the screen now? Any other questions?
No, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay, right now, we need to come up with we have the names like this, no? But I don't need the entire name. I need to have initials. Okay, now I for some certain reason I need to refer J space D likewise. J space S likewise. M space J likewise. Then if I want to type this now, if I have thousands of names, how can I refer this now? How can I do that? Now see how we did it. Right now I want to type this in simple, let's say J Doe, J Smith. Let's say when you start typing, the rest will suggest. Right now, this is what you call as flash fill. See? Or if you want like now, not the same way, now you want to say J dot let's say capital J dot do capital J dot Smith. Like you can have the way, like you don't have to copy paste everything. We could do something like this. Then we can come up with the names as the way you want to format. Right? Now try out this. And if not suggest, select the range and press Control E. And then it will show you. Control E, right? If it is not suggesting you. If you want to create, let's say, some sort of email address in the same format for your employees right now, not let's say gmail.com, let's say now you want to set, you are an IT personnel and then your company name is abc.com. You need to use the first name, or let's say now you have to create email addresses for these people. Let's say J.Don, right now, first name, first letter of the first name, and the second name at office name dot, let's say, uh, whatever the domain we have. Okay, let's say .co. Right, you type this and then select all the cells and press Control E. Now you can come up with the way you want, even for thousands. Right, it's not a matter at all. You just copy like this. This is what you call as a flash fill. Very important, time-saving thing. Try out quickly. Try out different formats and then see. No point of that, no. You don't get this, no, no point of this chat. Generate some set of right. Now we have to try out this number as well. Right now, let's try to format this set of numbers. Right? Are you done with the previous thing? Now, okay, let's say now we have a set of numbers, right? Now I want to format this. How I want to format? I want to format, let's say this is the area code. We put like this, and we're gonna put some space, and then we're gonna put some space like this, so with a hyphen like this, right? Okay, this is how I want to have the numbers, the format that I want to have. Oh, right now, let's say like this. Oh, we'll have something like this. Okay. Now I want to set the numbers in this format now. So if I put it like this and if I press Ctrl A, you can see all the numbers have been formatted according to the one I want. But if I delete this, still the values are there because right now we have formatted and pasted the values, right? Therefore, you don't have to keep the original now. See? And if you want to change it, and let's say you feel like no space, no hyphens, only the space. Select all, press Ctrl E. Then you'll be able to format it accordingly. I'm gonna send you another set of mixed values, right? Numbers and the text. Right. Now, I want to get the item number into one cell, and then I want to get the name into another cell. Right now, try out this. Now I have sent you this. Now I want to get the numbers. So, okay, try out. Here I need to have the number like this, and here I need to have the item name like this. Try out this how you could generate, and if you're unable to do so, let me know quickly as possible. 2 minutes for you to do this. You just need to, let's say this is some set of values we have copied from this. If you want to extract only the numbers right now, we would have done the numbers. And if I want to get the products, we would have copy like this and then press Ctrl E done. You can see Ctrl E done. Right. That's how you do it. Okay. Now that is how you try the flash fill. Okay, now one more task. Let's say you have some set of, because Flash fill works with numbers, text, and then numbers, text, and the dates right now. Let me send you some set of dates, right, where you could copy. Right. Now let's see from the dates what we can do. If you want to get the year only, and now it's the format we have 15/1/2026 likewise. No? Then if I want to get the year only, let me change the dates into some other years as well. Right now we have some set of years. Okay, right now the problem was right now here it took on the from the last two digits, right? Then it took like 2090. Okay, for that we will change the date format. Right, you will be able to get the years like this, and if you want to get the month, Control E. Uh-uh. Why is it? Okay, the full format was not here. Okay, let's try out the shortened format. Okay, now it's working. See, if you want to have the full month, right now you can select the dates and then you can change the date format into the full month options right now from here. You can select the date into the full month option. Right now you can get this. Right now the problem is now sorry, my bad. We have changed the order. So now it would work January. See, likewise, you can get this thing done. If you want to get the dates, you can get the dates as well. Right now, this is how you extract values from the dates as well. You can format the way you want, and thereafter you can try out. Right now, this is what you can do with the flash fill. Okay. I'll give you a few minutes for you to try out these, how you can play around with the flash fill. And also some set of numbers, let's say, if you have some set of numbers like this, you can get the whole number only. You can get the decimal number separately. Like as you can deal with this as well. Yeah, try it. Okay, now try out to have based on this data to generate a pattern format, something like this. Hello, I'm Jane Doe. I'm John Doe, and my you can contact me via an email address, and my phone number is this. Likewise, text. If you want to generate for everyone, how could you try out? Like now, I want to have like for every person, like I need to have an intro sentence or introduction sentence, something like that. You need to say, I'm Jane Doe. You can reach me via email. You can reach me via email from jane.j.doe@abc.co or via mobile on 555 and this number. Right? How can you do this? Now the problem is right now I have a table so that I want you to enter the values. Right then, for the marks, I want only to allow numbers. Right. Okay, let's say only to allow numbers and then within 0 to 100 range. Likewise, I have some conditions because let's say now we have subjects like IT, computer science, multimedia, and software engineering. Likewise, let's say we have computer networks. Likewise, we have few subjects. So I need to enter the marks for these right now. Then the user will enter these marks. So I have no control over what user will enter. Only what I can do is I can limit the input. So for these right now, I can go to data validation and you can see what we can do for these right now. It says allow any value. No, allow only a number, whole number, decimal. It could allow whole numbers or decimals. Right now, you may have list of you may have decimal values as well. Right now, then let's say if you have only the whole numbers, then you can say only whole numbers. And again, if you want a range of numbers, let's say you can say between 0 to 100 only. 0 to 100 only. Right now, if you try to enter 10, no worries. If you try to enter minus 10, then you will get an error. That value does not match the data validation restriction, right? That you can't insert. Right now, if you insert decimal number, again, that you won't be able to do that. If you try to insert a large number above 100, again, you will not be able to do that. See, likewise, then you will only be able to insert the data. Right now, you can see only within the given range without any issue. But if you try to insert some other text, you will get an error. If you try to insert minus values, you will get an error. You will try to insert a decimal value, you will get an error. Right? If you try to insert some text, you get an error. Therefore, now you have validated this column or these cells right now here. Right now here, you can type anything, huh? Because we have selected only these cells. Because we have selected the cell range. So only these cells could have the numbers only within this range. Likewise, try out what we can do. Um, right, there are different things. Right, you have the list. Uh, likewise, then try out what we can allow. Likewise, see what are the other options you have, and then see what are the other options that we can try and how it works. And then I will try other options as well and how a list works, because right now, if you go data validation, let's say you will see you have the list, date, time, text length. Likewise, you have different things. And array alerts also, you have different ways of sending the error message as well. Likewise, then try out. Right now, you can get the information. Now, here you have changed the message right now. You get the information that is not supported. See? And that allows to enter. But if you want to do that, you can try out. Or else you can say, no, I need to stop. Or if I want to set a warning, then you can put a warning message. Then you can say the value doesn't match the data validation restriction. You want to continue? If say yes, you can continue. Likewise, then you can try out. Okay, try out what are the other options that you have. Let's say I want to enter the subjects. I want user to enter the let's say now here subject. This is the subject list. You have student name and subject. Likewise, you have, and then I want you to have, let's say now here we have Jane Doe, John Smith. Right. Likewise, we have, let's say, a few set of students. Right. Then I want you to have the subjects, but these subjects only could be one from the subject list. Try out how can we do this right now. My question is, right now, we have subject list. Only from these subjects only you can select. Other than that, you cannot select. Only from these you can select. Other than that, you are unable to select. How would you do that? I'll give you 1 more minute quick to try out. My question is to set allow only to select from this list, right? Okay, now let me, right, now this is the set that I want to use, right? Now, let's say for this entire column, or not only for the entire column, let's say up to, this is my table, let's say. Okay, we have a table. Oh, let's say you convert into a table. Right. Now this is the table now. This is the my table has headers. Right now we have to select this and press Control T. You have to say my table has headers. Right now this is how it looks like now for this table that I want to use up to this range. Right. So for these cells selected, and then go to data and then data validation, and then you can click on data validation. Right now the setting, you have to only allow a list, and right, you have to have in cell drop down the source, the list values, right? You can click on this and then you can select the cells that you want, and then you can click back and then click OK. Right. Now hereafter, you can't type, even if you type that, you can't type the value. See, you can only select a one value from the drop down. You can only select a value from the drop down. Well, let's say if you want to change this into NN, right now here you can see here we have the NN. Likewise, you can't type, right? If you put stop, otherwise you can put a warning or information message. Likewise, you can change. Now, this is how we only allow to enter the values selected from a list. And thereafter try out that how this remove duplicate works. Remove duplicate works, how this works. Right, done? Let's say I have a table like this, and then mistakenly that I may have, let's say that we have when entering the data, anyhow, we have entered the data, like duplicate data has been entered, and there is no format actually. And so we have something like this. Right now, I want to filter this and figure out how can I find out the duplicate values. Right now, how can I find the duplicate values? Let's say this is a table now. Control T. Right. Now, if I want to find the duplicates, if I go to data and then say remove, now this table is selected, right? If you say remove duplicates, then it will ask to delete duplicate values, select one or more columns that contain duplicates. Right. And then you want to find the duplicate values from the, let's say now all columns, right? Or the month you want to find out, only from the month. If you click OK, then you will see um, 5 duplicate values has been found and removed. And then we have copied like multiple entries were entered for the month, and then we have removed it. So you can see you can remove it. Therefore, it's very easy that you can try out. Let's say now if you are looking for let's say some student numbers like especially when we were working with the student details right now. Right now, if you want to find the duplicate values and then you want to figure out right now in this scenario, let's say before you now you won't get like let's say the January with different value, right? And January with another value, let's say right now this is our table now, and for this one, um, now I want to before now. If I select remove duplicates right now, it will remove no, but beforehand I want to figure out what are the duplicate values that I have in this one. Right? How can I do that? I want to find out what are the duplicate months that I have. Then I can figure out what to delete. Likewise, then how can I do that? If you want, you can go to home and then you can go to conditional formatting and then you can select highlight cells rules with duplicate values. And then if you select, first of all, you need to select the range that you want. If you want only for the month, then you can select the month column easily. Then you can say duplicate values and you can select. Right now you can see all the duplicate values, the values which appears more than once highlighted here. So you know what are the values that has been highlighted. Right. And also, if you want right now from this, if you don't want the duplicate values to be displayed here, and then you want to figure it out, how can you select only the unique values? Then you can select filter options right now in the table. You can select the table and then go to filter options. And from the filter, you can select what? Filter, text filters, and then you have equals, does not equal, begins with, ends with. Likewise, you can have custom filter. Or likewise, you can see the values that you have, and then if you want to figure out only January values, then you can select Jan and see what are the differences. Then you will be able to figure it out what you have there. Right. Otherwise, if you want to see the uniques, again, you have select the table, go to data tab. Right. Then you have the filter options. Then you can click on advanced. Then you can select only the unique records only. Unique records only. Then you can click unique records only. Then okay, you can say copy to another location, copy to, let's say, here, and you can select unique records only. Then you will be able to get the unique records only. Now you can see here, January, we had different values, right? This is considered as unique now because why? 28,000, 45,000, and 9,999, right? Likewise, then you have unique values. Then you can again, if you want, you can sort it out, right? How can you sort? Right now, these are the values that you want to sort. Then you can go to custom sort, right? From the home, you can select the custom sort. And then if you have select sort by month, A to Z, you can select. Then it would be sorted according to the letters. Right now, if you don't want to sort by letters because Jan, June, July are like not nearby. So if you want to go by a list, you can go with the list. Here you have the month list, then you can work on this and you can click OK. So click OK, then you will be able to see right now you can get sorted out. Right now, the unique values, right? It has removed all the unnecessary duplicate values and kept only the unique values because here you may ask why it is here, but you can see expenses are different. Right now, that's why it has kept the unique values. Likewise, you could try out for that. What we did was we have selected the table and we went to the data and then we went to under filter advanced options. And then we said copy to another location because I wanted to have same copy in another place. Then I have selected copy to another location and I have selected the place where I want to copy. And then I have set unique records only. I have set this unique records only. That is how I did that. Okay, try out quickly. And if you have any questions, you can ask. This. Okay, I gave you the list of names. Alice. Okay, tell me the step by step. How can I get this thing done? Now here I have the employee names. How can I copy these? Yes. Quickly tell me. Copy and then I want to paste it into a transpose. No, it won't work, right? So first what you need to do, right? Then text columns, data, text columns that we have done today. delimited, next, separated by comma, next, finish, right, and then copy these, and then you're gonna paste it into this format, right, done, names were taken, right, the rest no need. Okay, done. Then from the chat, let's extract the departments that I have sent to you. Okay, then I previously said that, like, okay, first, let's separate those text columns, delimited, next, comma, next, finish, right? So then, if you want, you can make sure that only, right now it says create a drop-down list, no? Then you can go to data validation, only from the list. Then the list values are from here, and then click OK. Then right, you can select only from these. And if you try to copy these, right, done. We can copy this right now. What happens to the validation now? Yes, what happens to the validation now? That's the problem. Figure it out, what happens to the validation. Right. And then we have the join date. It's again given in the chat. Let's get the names. Right. Date source is separated by comma. Do we have more than the dates? I may have copied twice, is it? How many dates that I have sent to you? Many dates I have sent to you, no? How comes that? Okay, let's select the records only then. From this one also. This is my table. Control T, the table has headers. Right, done. Dataset contains duplicate employee records. Okay. Do we have? I don't know. Create a department drop-down and identify duplicate records, filter the duplicates, and create a finally data that is duplicates removed. Right. Now, what are the duplicate values we have here? Okay, then let's select the table. Then I'm gonna go into the how can you take a copy of the duplicate values then? Then I can go to data, and then I can go to filter, advance, and then I can copy to another location, criteria, unique values, copy to here, let's say this one. You can have the unique values now. Okay, then this is the unique values table. Right, then duplicate values. How you identify the duplicate values right now? How you identify the duplicate values? If you want to remove these right now, let's create another copy of this table here. And from here, if you go to the data and then say remove duplicates, and let's say under the employee name, you can select OK. Then those get removed. And the same thing will display like this. Okay, now my question is now, I want to find out the duplicate values, right? Then for that, I can easily use the conditional formatting. For this task, I can say highlight cell rules, like I want to find the duplicates only for the employee name, right? Select this, highlight duplicate values in this format. Then you will see these are the duplicate entries. Alex Smith 2 times, the Bob Jones 2 times, Michael Johnson 2 times. Likewise, you can see. Right now, if you want to make sure like now these will only contain these, like you can go to data validation and then you can select only from the list. If you don't have the list right now, let's try whether we can type these sales, HR, IT, and marketing, and finance. Right. Now you can see the drop down is there. If you try to type something else, you'll get an error. So you can make sure the values are only you can select only from the given list. Right. Likewise, when you move your mouse, you will be able to see the drop down list as well. Right now, okay, then all right. Any questions up to now this point?
Could you please more explain the sort function? That's why adding
Okay,
more
now
sort function we can add it.
okay, let's say now we need to sort by the departments. Okay. You want to sort by the departments. Right now, let's say this one, we need to sort this by departments. But now tell me an order the way you want to sort.
Employee name, then department and
Now,
join it.
employee name. Okay, first employee name. Employee name sorting order is what?
Alphabetic
Right now, then
ascending.
you can go to home, and then there are custom sort you can select. First, you want to select by employee name.
Yeah,
Employee name A to Z.
yeah.
Right. Now, employee name. Then what else you want to sort?
Department
Let's say
wise.
Alex Smith also we have like now just forget about the duplicate thing, huh?
Yeah.
Right now, I'm gonna have different values, okay, for us to figure it out. Finance and ITGHIF, okay. Right now, you can see I want to sort this now. First, you have sorted by name. Right, then let's say the dates also we have we'll change later on. Huh? This is 2025 and not one, let's say 5. And this is also not second, this is 8. Right, and this is also first 15. Right, likewise, I have different dates. Right. Now I have sorted the employee, this table by the name, employee name. Now I want to sort. Then by the department, right? Then I'm going to select add level. I want to sort by the department, right? And the departments, right? Not by the department starting letter that I want to sort. I want to sort by an order, right? Let's define an order, okay? Conditional list. Tell me a order that you want to sort the departments. If there are employees starting from A, like the same name, that I want to sort by the departments. Let's say how you want to sort. Tell me an order that you want to sort, custom order. If you want, you can sort by the alphabetical order, that's fine. Otherwise, now
Yeah.
you can come up with um, a custom order that you want. What do you think?
Alphabetic order.
Sorry? Alphabetical. Oh, very easy. Then A to Z. Okay, click OK. Now you can see now this has been sorted this way. Again, I feel like I want to sort by the latest joining date first. Latest joining date first. Now this one should come first then in that case, right? Okay, then let's see. We will have one more record. Right now, if I want to insert a cell here, why I am not allowed to insert a cell? Like, can you try how to insert a cell here? Right, in this table right now, I feel like I need to insert a cell here. Then from the rows here, I tried. It does not allow me. But if I go to this table and then from this table, let's say I'm going to select insert a row below, above, whatever. Right, and then from here also I'm gonna insert row above. Let's say Alex Smith sales, and this one the date gonna be 25th 3rd 2024, and David Wilson, same IT department, and this is from 2025. Okay, now we have sorted according to the let's see the sorting order. Right now, we have, if you want, you can start from the beginning. How you want to do? First, you want to sort by the employee name, A to Z, and then you want to sort by the department, again A to Z, and then if you want to sort by the joining date, right now set value oldest to newest or newest to oldest. Then click OK. Right now what happens? Right now, it has sorted like this, done. Sales, and then newest to oldest. Newest to oldest. Right? First you sort by the name, then you sort by the department, then if you have the records, then you sort by the date. See? Is that clear? Right. Now my question was not that the case, right? I want to sort by let's say a shift. Let's say we have another column called shift. Insert column to the left, and let's say shift. And these people are having shift like morning, what? Shift one, shift morning, morning shift, and then we have evening shift and night shift. All right. And then let's say night shift, we have a few people, night, 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 and then evening we have, and the morning we have something like this. Okay. Now I want to sort this people. I want to sort this by, right now, let's say I don't need the conditional formatting for this column, right? I don't need the conditional formatting. Then you can set clear rules. Right. Now, my question is now, I want to sort first by the name, then by the shift. Shift order should be morning, evening, night. Morning, evening, night. Okay. How can I sort that? Then you can go to, okay, try out that first and thereafter tell me how to do this. Okay. I want to sort by the name first, then the shift. Morning, evening, night. Now this one also I'm gonna put evening here and then night here. And then right now tell me how can we do the sorting part and do it and send it to me via chat. You select the table and then you go to custom sort. Let's say I want to first sort by the employee name and then I need to sort by the what I want to sort by the, let's say, add by the shift, and then shift value should be a custom list. So I'm gonna go to new list and I'm gonna type what I said morning, and thereafter evening and night. I'm gonna add this one. Right now it's a custom one, and click OK, and then morning, evening, night. And I want to sort it first by the name, then by the shift. So I need to make it up. So I'm going to use this up arrow key, sort by employee name, then by shift. Click OK. Then you can see first by the name, morning, okay, evening, morning, night. Okay, now why not this one? Let's see what's wrong with this. Same name. Let's go yes. Employee name A to Z, shift cell values A to Z. So to night, morning, evening, MORNING. Evening, right. Okay, the list I have not selected, right? Okay. Morning, evening, night. Okay. Right now, this is how it should work. Right. This is how we do the additional things, right? We have discussed data validation, data removal, right? And then the conditional formatting. Then we have to only talk about here how to do the formulas, how to use the formulas and the charts and the pivot tables and pivot charts. Right now, those are the things that we need to do. So when you are coming next day, I want you to search and come about the basic functions. Like we have already discussed sum, average, max, min, count, count if, count a, sum if s, count if s, those things, right? And then we have discussed today trim function, right? Then we have to talk about if functions. Then we're gonna talk about lookup functions right now. VLOOKUP, XLOOKUP, index functions that we're gonna talk about, and thereafter we're gonna talk about charts and graphs. So, and the pivot tables under the Excel. Thereafter, we will be done from Excel, and then we'll be going towards to the PowerPoint and the Access in one day, and thereafter we're gonna spend more time on Copilot or any other AI tools that how can we get the things done, right? Especially now, the data cleaning and formatting things I have showed to you. Now you don't have to worry now because like now in the AI tools will do the task for you. The cleaning and say cleansing the data sets, you can easily done by the available tools, right? So, shall we do one more exercise about the basics right now? Have we discussed about count functions?
No.
Count functions. Have we discussed about the counts? Now there are different count functions. Count, count if s.
Not
Likewise,
discussed.
then have we done those?
No, not discussed.
No,
Right.
sir.
Okay, very good. Then we will go there now. Right now, let me send you some data set. Right. Let's create another data sheet quickly. We can do one exercise, one more. Let's say we have some set of values, right? 10, 20, 30, yes, no, true, 45, 85, 45.56. Right, now I want to know how many numbers that I have in the cells with numbers. What is the function that I should use? Cells with numbers. What is the function I should use? There are, I want to count now this set, right? Now I want to see the cells with numbers. The function I should use is count. Right, now how to use the count function? Equal count. Now count the number of cells in range that contain numbers, okay? Right, now count and we can use this count. All right, now you can see the cells with numbers 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cells with numbers. And let's say here we have true. Okay, this one empty. Okay. Now I want to figure it out. Now altogether, you know this one, how many numbers we have. Let's see. Then we have a track mode. Altogether 12, huh? Right. So right. So now we have 12 sets right now. Then again, I want to count the non-empty cells. Non-empty cells. Non-empty cells. Right. Now for that I should use count A. Then equal count A. The counts the number of cells in the range that are not empty. Count A. then it should give me 11. Right? It should give me 11. Right. And I want to count empty cells. Empty cells. Right now, what is the function that I should use now? Count blank. Then I could use count blank. Count blank, the range that cells with empty values, right? No values. And then we have the range of cells. Right now, I want to check for a condition. Uh, right now, I want to figure it out. But I want to figure it out the cells which contains above 50. Cells which contains above 50. Now, oh, how many times? Yes, let's say how many times the cells contains yes. Cells with cells above 50. Cells with numbers greater than 50. Right. And then cells with yes. Right. Now, there are two things that I want to check. Now, for this, we have to use count if function. Count if. Right now, how to use the count if? Now, I want to search for a cells right now with a condition now. There's a condition. Count the cells, right, which contain numbers. Count the cells which contain numbers from this range, right? Values are above 50, greater than or less than, or what do you want to do? Let's say greater than 50. Oh, what this means, less than 50, or where we'll see. Right now, above there's less than 50. Right now, you can see less than 55. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you want to figure it out greater than 50, then the other way. Right, then 2 only. Right, now if you change this into also, and then you will get greater than 50. Or if you want to greater than or equals to 50, then you can put the equal sign as well. Greater than or equals to 50. Right, then if you have 50 also here, then 4. Right. And cells contains yes. Right now, I want to look for the cells which contains yes. Then I could say, again count if that I have to use equal count if in this range cells which contains yes, then 2. Right, now I will show you the formulas, and the formulas show formula. Then you will be able to figure it out. How would you do that? And you can try it your own. These were the things that I did. Right, now from this, I'm going to give you a small exercise. Tell me a formula. I want to figure it out. There is no direct formula as I know, I guess. Mm, count the number of cells. Count the number of cells which contains text, not numbers. Count the number of cells which contain not numbers. Right, tell me how to find out the number of cells which contains text, which which does not contain numbers. Find out quickly. Huh? We can come up with cells with text. But we know cells with text, cells with values. Okay, if I want to find out cells with values, how can we find out cells with values?
What do you mean text only, no?
Non-empty cells means cells with values, no? Right now, non-empty cells will give you right now, non-empty cells will give you what? Let me tell non-empty cells will give you cells with values, no? Then count A, range is this, and this is it. Right now, this will give you cells with values. From that, I'm going to reduce cells with numbers. Then count the same set. D5. Right now, I'm going to subtract this. Then let's check the number. It has to be 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If this is, and it get increased, right? Now this is what I did. I just used two functions combined together to get the thing done. Right now, this is about count functions, and then I'm not going to further discuss about count if s, right? Count if s, and then there are, if you want to check for multiple conditions, right? If we will do the if condition next week, and then next week, right? There will be no classes on next week, huh? I'm not available next week. So following week we will start with the if conditions and the other intermediate too. Right, let's try to go for some advanced functions as well, combining nested functions and so on. We'll see. Right, so anyway, when you're coming next time, we have 1 week holiday as well. Then search about functions and try out exercises, and then we will try to do more on the next day. Right, any questions up to now you can ask.